Welcome back.
I actually died off screen.
Yep.
I ended up pretty much exactly where I was before we took off. Hexus.
Uh-oh, did I break it?
Thank you for releasing me.
Okay, good.
But
I was just sitting over there breaking TJ's things.
No, I was trying to open a case, and
And you broke it.
It's a PlayStation CD holder, and those things are, like, horribly made. Everybody knows that.
The old jewel cases?
Yes.
There's a reason they went out of style.
yeah, they were really kind of crappy, aren't they?
I mean, there was, honestly speaking, I'd imagine the new ones are probably cheaper and easier to produce anyways. Progress only goes one direction.
How many faces
Well,
can I
you
wreck?
know, like 75% of those jewel cases are, like, missing the top or bottom.
Yeah. They do tend to be a little fragile. They certainly crack easily.
You're like, I will treat this with the most utmost respect. It broke.
Yep.
I just rescued
Lucas!
George Lucas.
PK Thunder!
Area in the artisan home. It is at the waterfall. Try jumping on the
I
stone.
think
He doesn't
he's
have a...
telling-
Oh, no. Okay.
Oh, they are giving you hints.
I think he's telling me about the frickin' he's telling me about the wizard back there, but I think another one actually told me about the frickin' oh, hello.
Oh, that was a cheap shot. He had a cutscene just bonk.
Sucker punched me. No, they're like that little area. They're like getting over there with the like little walkway there. That dude doesn't even have a freaking egg anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, they give you hints, but obviously I've been paying so much attention.
Well, you got this game memorized, pretty much.
Pretty much.
How much did you play this game when you were a kid? Or just, throughout your life?
I beat it a couple times,
Okay.
but like obviously once you know where everything is, this game's pretty straightforward. I don't even think there's any more levels in this world.
So you do feel relatively familiar with the maps?
I like kind of know where stuff is.
But once you start playing, it's like, oh, okay, I got it.
Little butt munch. Interrupting me while my dragonfly is trying to eat.
Whoa.
Taco,
Wait, his
Taco
name,
the
name
balloons.
wasn't Tuco before.
I always thought it was
no, I
Taco.
guess, I think his name has been changing between areas.
Yeah, it's different balloonists.
Yeah.
But he's Taco.
But for recovering
Taco
so
the
many of
balloonist.
our dragon eggs. Of
So
course,
are they
for
like the Officer Jenny and
Nurse Joy?
Nurse Joy from Pokemon? They're like all cousins, but they all look exactly the same.
It seems that way.
So you could actually just ignore the egg people and then just get the gems and the dragons, but then eventually you hit this guy. And you're
Yeah,
like,
and
nope.
he'd be like, you need more stuff.
But I think so far since I've been, very convincingly 80%ing it, I've been able to at least not have to come back. That's the thing. You can just get most of what you need and just ignore having to 100% it. The only thing you get if you 100% it is a certain special room or level, I guess you could say.
Yeah, like a freaking post-game bonus thing.
Yeah,
Oh, electric ground.
yeah.
Good to
Those
know.
Little butt munches.
Okay, I got a question for you.
Question for who?
Both of you.
Okay.
What is the hardest boss you've ever faced in a video game?
And you've asked me this like several times.
I know, but you always give a different answer, so it's always good.
Trilobite.
Plus, we got
Trilobite wasn't a boss.
plus we got TJ here.
Well, the hardest boss I've ever fought.
Asprite was kind of a pain, but I don't know
That's
if
a
he was
good
the
one.
hardest.
See, my memory is like terrible in that sense. I'd have to think about this one.
Yeah, because you have
forever.
to spend some time thinking about like all the games you played.
The one that made Okay, what's the one that in our prime era of gaming, mainly like maybe high school years, the one that made you throw a controller like, fuck this game, and then you come back later and you're like, okay, I did it.
I want to say I had a lot of trouble with at one point. I think I had some trouble with freaking. It's the Star Wars game for the 64. It's
Oh, Shadows of the Empire.
Shadows of the Empire. I think it was Boba Fett or Slave One.
Yep. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Where he would fly around in the Slave One, you had to shoot Slave One, then get Boba Fett out. He'd like run around in the backpack in the jetpack.
It was just something about the time I played it during, and also just the way the level's constructed, if I remember correctly.
Well, it's 64, so all of its controls are pretty stilty.
Okay.
Yeah,
Unless it was Mario 64.
yeah, and again, it just seemed like
Well, third person didn't seem to fit on the 64,
no.
really. It
Mario
didn't have the dual analog.
Mario 64 is the only game that really did it well, but you know.
I mean, I'm sure there was others. Like Glover wasn't too bad.
Glover, and well, there were times where I was like, what?
Yeah, but like, like the Frankenstein boss.
Oh God.
Yeah, but I just mean in general though, the controls were pretty okay. It was just a little bit weird because it was very much like you were rolling a ball, and so it was very physics-based.
I don't know what I'm doing to piss off these plants, but they sure hate me.
Did I ever bring up the skeleton from Symphonia?
Oh, the big skeleton boss guy?
Yeah,
I remember who you're talking
like
about.
the extra boss.
Oh, I hate
Yeah,
these
the-
who you
frogs, too.
weren't supposed
The
to
optional
kill
boss.
until you like finished the game.
I hated these frogs so much. Speaking of hard bosses, like, it's not a boss, but these frogs were really annoying.
It's just a frog.
Well, their lashy tongue things are kind of annoying, but
Tongue lash.
tongue lash.
They got tongue lash.
I guess so.
I haven't seen tongue lash.
Oops.
That's water.
That is
Oh, you're
bad.
not dead.
Oh no!
I almost
You were
made it.
so close!
But yeah, the frogs,
There's rabbits.
Oh god.
you like chewing me.
Oh God, you punched his eyes.
It's actually good that you swallowed me. People can see what happens when the plants eat you.
Uh-oh.
Oh, come on. Okay.
But
We'll have to do the skeleton boss now.
Yeah, one of
On
these
Symphonia.
one of these days we may start up Symphonia. It's one of the few RPGs Ark doesn't hate with a passion.
Look, it's not my fault. It's just not my style.
it's not your forte.
No, it's fine. Like, I mean, you know, it's like I try not to give you a hard time about playing first-person shooters because I feel like some of them are decent games. I don't know why you enjoy them quite as much as you do, but like, I understand that we have different tastes. Like,
Just like these plants.
You try to not give me grief?
Yeah.
Just like these plants enjoy eating dragon. Apparently,
I feel it quite a bit sometimes.
They are cold-blooded.
I mostly
Because I mean,
Like-
Spec Ops.
Spec Ops wasn't too bad. Like, it wasn't like a great game, but the story was
Yeah.
interesting.
Okay. Yeah.
And you know, like I have enjoyed stuff like Mass Effect, and I've had some fun with games like Halo. But like, you know, I still feel like the series is kind of like overdone, and like every FPS game is more or less the same, and the main appeal to them is endless multiplayer, which I don't really find appealing.
Mike, did you ever
What?
play? Did you ever play the James Bond on the frickin' GameCube, the Nightfire?
Nightfire. Yeah, I did a couple multiplayer matches on that one.
Yeah, that was one that I played a lot of anyway. With
I
multiplayer, the
was
helicopters.
not part of the crew that was able to get into GoldenEye. I was like 3 years too late.
Yeah.
Because I remember.
We also didn't grow up with James Bond because our parents were kind of sheltering.
I still have never seen a James Bond movie.
I've seen like maybe one or two. I kind of feel like I'd have to be like 30 years older to really enjoy a James
I don't
Bond.
know, but I mean, like, just the thing that you finally get a 007 game, and it's for the 64, the party system, and you're like a college kid,
That's what all the dragons should do. Just say, "Thank you for rescuing me."
and then, you know, spending times, you know, getting drunk and playing first-person shooter deathmatch before it was like a thing. I don't know.
Look, man, all I'm saying is that everybody has different tastes.
No, I
right?
know. What I was saying was like I was missing the crowd.
Oh, okay.
That pig just killed the friggin' frog.
Then, yeah, you know,
I was not. Oh my God, GoldenEye! I was not
Yeah.
one of those crowds.
Yep.
That wasn't me either.
I mean, there's always times too where sometimes, like, you know, so out of the blue, you find something that's like, this isn't something I would normally enjoy, but this is good.
Yeah, like Golden Sun.
Yeah,
Golden Sun was like the most pinnacle of RPGs.
Yeah,
it's
that
like
was-
straight up RPG.
that was like the definition of why you don't like RPGs.
But I loved it.
Yeah,
I think it was because it was fast.
yeah,
It was a very fast game.
it moves pretty quickly, and like you never have to level grind in that one,
No.
which is great.
Another one that we gotta play soon is Paper Mario.
Yeah, I'd
You guys
love
are
to play
playing?
Paper Mario.
Yeah, we've been talking about that for a while.
Yeah,
That was a RPG I felt like at least spoke a little more to me.
Thousand Year Door.
so I'm trying to think, because Mass Effect was a shooter game. I wasn't really interested in it, but then I ended up getting into it.
Bubba.
Bubba.
I really
Yeah.
liked Mass Effect.
Bubba Gump Shrimp.
There's fat dragons, there's skinny dragons, there's
Bubba.
flamboyant dragons, there's molly, pimply dragons.
Bubba Gump. You got shrimp a la mo, shrimp cocktail, Shrimp, meatloaf.
Bubba Spyro.
Didn't thought
Or
about
Dump,
it.
Spyro Dump. Well,
It's
Yeah,
all
and
good enough.
I think the reason I like Symphonia was because it was freestyle,
Yeah, it had that sort of action battle system.
and the fact that it had like full on anime cutscenes when that was like before a thing happened.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, you know, I just want to make sure it's clear that, like,
You know what?
everybody has tastes.
After I
Oh,
beat the
careful,
game,
Careful. Ah.
after I beat the game,
still got 5 lives.
I kept realizing I had seen that animation before, and I realized it was from a manga series that I really liked.
Oh,
That
yeah?
probably helped. Is that kind of like what's his name? Akira Toriyama, the guy who did
Toriyama?
Toriyama, the guy who did Dragon Ball, also did Dragon Quest,
Uh-huh.
which is probably half the fan base is like, oh, he
Yeah,
did that.
yeah, you recognize the art style.
Yeah.
It draws you to it.
So Symphonia was drawn by the guy who did the Oh My Goddess series,
Okay.
which is like the kind of a comedy
I
series.
know you've read it.
Yeah.
I've never checked it out at all.
And apparently he drew the series for quite a while.
Just one gem.
What now?
He got one gem.
Oh, so he had done the animation, and I don't know if I think he still does it actually.
For the Tales of series?
Yeah, and there's only one way I can tell is I look at the ears,
Oh, yeah?
because the ears have like 3 different circles inside the ear, as if it's like slowly leveling.
Small concentric circles.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
It's kind of like Miyazaki. You can kind of tell his art style.
Yeah.
Oh, Miyazaki is like,
Classic.
yeah.
Yep.
Just look at what was her name?
Of course, there's the new guy,
Yabimbo or whatever her name was.
Yojimbo,
No. What's her name? Something.
Samurai Bunny.
What's the evil witch?
Oh, Yamamba or something?
Spirited Away. Yamamba. That was it. Yeah.
No,
Like they all kind of seem.
I don't think that's right.
not it. That's
I
not
have
it.
no idea what
That
her
is
name
not it. Shut up.
Yamamba. It sounded familiar.
It
Yeah.
sounds like it could be a
At
witch.
the end of the movie, she calls her granny.
Was it
Yubaba.
Yubaba? There
I
you
was
go.
close.
It was Yubaba.
I was close. Anyways, shoot, I don't know, man, but yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say something about RPGs and games and stuff. I forget what it was.
Punch. He shot me.
Games are fun though.
I need a chicken.
Yeah, you never know what you're gonna like,
Mm-hmm.
which is why I try and give everything at least a try.
Yep.
I might go in with
A bias.
Well, how is
Yeah.
what about like what's that one? The Last of Us. Like that one was.
I didn't
pretty
like
good.
that one.
I actually want to try that one. It's one of the ones that's been on my list for a long time.
That one's like kind of like a story based.
Maybe we can try it on the show sometime
Yeah,
and I
maybe.
can play it.
I mean, I tried it,
Watch out,
and then like the
Spyro.
very first level, I'm like, dude, this is getting good. And then the actual first level, not the prologue starts, I'm like, oh, really? You're doing that?
I know.
And then I like lost all interest.
I will say that one thing Operation Pixel has definitely done for us is it's given us a chance to like really play and
Actually
finish
play through
games that normally we like either never tried or gave up on.
Hell, I gave up on Dino Wars Destruction of Spondylus.
Yeah, you actually beat that one?
I did.
Yeah. That's an old NES game that nobody's ever heard of, probably.
I
did-
beat Nemo.
Yeah.
That's,
I finally beat Legend of Zelda for
Did?
the original one.
yeah, the actual Legend of Zelda.
I think we even played it on NES.
Yeah,
Yeah.
straight up on the OG console.
It wasn't like a freaking Nintendo Wii freaking Nintendo Store port.
Not a port.
Yeah, it was straight up original Legend of Zelda.
You beat Atlantis.
I also beat it. That wasn't really ever on my list, though. I also beat Star Fox Adventure. How come all the game I beat are crap?
I think Mike beat that one too.
Because I wanted you to play it because I knew it was crap, but you're like, no, I'm stubborn, I'm gonna beat it.
That's actually the best frame of mindset to be in for playing a video game. Is like, no, I want to beat it. It seems like if you actually want to beat the game, and you know,
Star
just,
Fox was bad.
no, just knowing this game's crap, I don't want to play it anymore.
Yeah, Star Fox Adventures was not great, but like, I don't know, man. I have no idea. Like, it was very
Ooh,
much.
we got a sexy dragon.
One day you'll be
He's
able
a
to tell
casual.
all the dragons about your amazing
He's the
adventure.
casual dragon.
Sure, but what I'd really like to do is get out of this swamp.
Oh well.
He just leaves. He's
little-
just like, okay. I mean,
Little punk.
yep.
But yeah, some of the games, I mean, you trudge through just because you want to beat it.
Yep.
But,
I've done that a couple times. It's like, God dang, I really don't want to play this game, but I just want to beat it.
and I think for me, I remember one of the Jurassic Park games. I think it was actually Lost
Jurassic
World.
Park for Sega.
Lost World. I know, Jurassic Park. That one was another one.
I beat that one too
Yeah.
for the NES.
Yeah, the NES Jurassic Park.
Did you ever play the Lost World? I think that one was for Genesis.
That one was garbage.
Yeah.
Well, we
That's-
only played as the Raptor. I hear the human side was better.
Yeah. Well, there was another one too where it's kind of like a third-person shooter kind of deal. I don't know. You
I think I
that one.
played it a long time ago.
I think it was called The Lost World, but that one was pretty interesting, but kind of hard too.
We did play Jurassic Park, the Telltale one.
Oh yeah.
Was it Telltale that did that one?
Yeah,
I think it was.
The people who did the Walking Dead series.
Yeah.
They also did Telltale Batman too.
Yep.
They've been doing a lot. Telltale's been doing a lot of shit lately.
Yep.
I think they're on like Walking Dead, like season like 3 or 4 now.
Something like that. I don't actually know. I haven't been following it.
But that one should have been Lost World's story plot.
Do you mean the game?
Yeah.
Yeah. The game wasn't bad.
No, a good story element.
Yeah, if anyone's curious, it's here on Operation Pixel.
And we got that awesome guy.
That awesome guy.
The guy who like took on velociraptors barehanded.
Oh, yeah. There was a guy who fought velociraptors in a knife fight.
I guess that's.
But it didn't feel as
technically-
fan servicey as like it did in Lost World. Or not Lost World, Jurassic World.
Yeah, or the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom trailer.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Talk about that one. I don't know. That movie's not out
I mean,
yet,
they
but we'll see
had
how
to
it goes.
even include him. You know, life will find a way.
I mean, we're
Well,
talking.
anyway.
We get it. That
talking about
line made you
dinosaurs, right?
famous.
We're talking about dinosaurs.
Alright, anyways, so... I don't want to cut you guys off, but it's time for next time on Operation Pixel.
That's okay. I'm losing interest.
And we'll keep running through the swamp here.
If he stops moving.
I've already been here at least.